Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm back with a new video, and in this video I'm going to be helping you guys, giving you some tips on how to get a DNA bomb. So I made kind of a list of things that I could think of to help you guys. So first off is weapon. You need to get a DNA bomb. I mean, by all means you can get it with any weapon, but if you want to get like your first one or your second one, or and so on, I think the best guns in the game are BAL. The BAL 27, you get it right away. The AK-12 and the ASM-1, obviously all variants of the gun are good too, that you get in the supply drops. Another thing that goes with the gun is attachments. You don't want to run like ACOG or thermal. See, those are like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those attachments, but to go for DNA bombs, I highly suggest you run things like a red dot if it helps your accuracy. If you have good enough accuracy, you don't need to use red dot, then you can use something else like quick draw, extended mags. What else is there? Stock is very important on assault rifles, but there's no need for it on SMGs. So that's pretty much it for weapons. So yeah, just use the BAL or AK-12 and I think you should be good. And perks, you want to run good perks. It's not like Ghost where there's like a crazy amount of perks that you just choose from. There's like 35 perks on in Ghost. It's more simple this year in Advanced Warfare. So what I use, I like to run low profile, obviously, to stay off the map, and blast suppressor, because if you notice when you're playing and on your minimap, you'll see little red circles. That's people jumping around using their exo suit. Like they're jumping on and dash and all that stuff. It comes up as like it pings on the map. So to counter that, you need to use blast suppressor so that doesn't come up. So you get low profile and blast suppressor, you won't be seen on the map at all, and you should be fine. Oh, and before, like, I forgot, but if you're using whatever, like a BAL or assault rifle, you definitely use a silencer too, so you can see out the mini map and your movement and all that. You never stay stealthy. So yeah, so I think for the second, you can use blind eye if you want, because it's nothing more frustrating than getting killed by like a kill streak, or like, I don't know, like a sentry gun or anything like that on a DNA bomb streak. So blind eye. You could use peripherals, but I highly suggest using blind eye. And then yeah, so scavenger and blast suppressor in the perk 3 grid, obviously, to to scavenger, because you don't want to be running around picking up weapons, or if you're in a tough situation, you don't have any bullets, whatever. It's tough because you have to run around with a knife or something like that. All right, so movement. Your movement needs to be like I don't know how to put this. You need to play smart. You need to like have like a certain play style. You need establish your play style first. I'm sure all you guys have that just by playing the game. There's your play style. You don't need to think about it. And so use the outside of the maps. You definitely want to be moving around. You can go to the middle, but don't go completely middle. So for example, I'll use domination. The B flag is usually hectic on pretty much any map. You kind of want to stay away from that, because people can be killing you from all angles, especially in any game mode, really. All the game modes all pretty much are fast paced. So yeah, you want to stay away from you want to move around the outside of the map, and if you have to head glitch, whatever, make sure you're always in a better spot. Always be thinking ahead of your enemies, so you always want to just be in a better spot than your enemies. Obviously you have a better chance of killing them than obviously them killing you, because then obviously you'll be dead or whatever. So your minimap, you want to use your minimap a lot. You need to make sure you need to know where your teammates are, and you need to know where your enemies are. You need to where your teammates are. Say if you're example TDM, I'll use the game mode as example. So TDM, your team, like if you're playing whatever and ground war team, it doesn't really matter. You see your teammates, you see a bunch of them, they're going to be on the opposite side of them if they're spawning, but if they're not spawning, they could be anywhere. But you want to stay away from your teammates, so then you can go off on your own and get kills. Just always make sure always know where your teammates are, because the enemies will be spawning on the opposite side of them, so you'll know where they're spawning and all that stuff. So yeah, so the other thing is game modes. You want to play game modes like they're all good, but like just don't play like search and destroy. There's a couple of them. Maybe like I highly recommend TDM, kill confirmed, and domination. So yeah, that's what I recommend to get the good game modes to get DNA bombs in. And the last thing I want to talk about is sensitivity. You need to find a good sensitivity to play. You don't want to be playing on like a 20 sensitivity where you're flipping or having like a seizure, and you can't really control your aiming. And yeah, so I use 2 sensitivity. Only reason because a lot of pro players, I don't see myself pro player, I just don't. I just like to play public matches for fun. Between 1 and 3, so 1 and 4 actually, and I use can't remember if I use a 2 or 3, but if that doesn't work for you, that's fine. It's just really slow. It's supposed to feel slow, but you get used to it. and it feels natural. But yeah, you need to find a sensitivity that works for you. All right, so yeah, that'll be it for this commentary. So hopefully you guys do get your first DNA bomb, or second or third or whatever. So if you guys do, could leave a like on the video, that would be very much appreciated, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.